Item 462. Concrete box culverts and drains. 1. Description. Furnish, construct, and install concrete box culverts and drains. 2. Materials. 2.1 General. Furnish materials in accordance with the following. Item 420, concrete substructures. Item 421, hydraulic cement concrete. Item 440, reinforcement for concrete, and Item 464, reinforced concrete pipe. Provide cast-in-place or precast, formed or machine-made, box culverts, and drains. Use Class S concrete for top slabs of cast-in-place concrete culverts for culverts with overlay, a 1 to 2 course surface treatment or a top slab that is the final riding surface unless otherwise shown on the plans. Use Class C concrete for the rest of the culvert and for all other cast-in-place boxes. Culverts with fill do not require Class S concrete. Furnish material for machine-made precast boxes in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. 2.2 Fabrication. 2.2.1 Cast in place. Meet Item 420, concrete substructures and Item 422, concrete superstructures. 2.2.2 Formed precast. Meet Item 424, precast concrete structural members, fabrication, TxDOT. 2.2.3 Machine-made precast. Machine-made precast box culvert fabrication plans must be approved in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. The department's MPL shows approved machine-made precast box culvert plans. Fabricate machine-made precast boxes in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. 2.3 Testing. 2.3.1 Cast in place. Provide test specimens that meet Item 421, hydraulic cement concrete. 2.3.2 Formed precast. Make, cure, and test compressive test specimens in accordance with Text 704I. 2.3.3 Machine-made precast. Make, cure, and test compressive test specimens in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. 2.3.4 Testing equipment. The producer must furnish all equipment required for testing concrete for boxes produced in a precasting plant. 2.4 Lifting holes. Provide no more than 4 lifting holes in each section for precast boxes. Lifting holes may be cast, cut into fresh concrete after form removal, or drilled. Provide lifting holes large enough for adequate lifting devices based on the size and weight of the box section. Use lifting holes no larger than 3 inches in diameter. Cut no more than 5 inches in any direction of reinforcement per layer for lifting holes. 2.5 Marking. Mark precast boxes with the following: name or trademark of fabricator and plant location, ASTM designation, date of manufacture, box size, minimum and maximum fill heights, designated fabricator's approval stamp, boxes to be used for jacking and boring, when applicable. Designation SR for boxes meeting sulfate-resistant concrete plan requirements, when applicable, and match marks for proper installation, when required under Section 462.2.6, tolerances. Mark one end of each box section, for boxes without lifting holes, on the inside and outside walls to indicate the top or bottom as it will be installed. Indent markings into the box section or paint them on each box with waterproof paint. 2.6 Tolerances. Ensure precast sections meet the permissible variations listed in ASTM C1577 and that the sides of a section at each end do not vary from being perpendicular to the top and bottom by more than 1/2 inches when measured diagonally between opposite interior corners. Ensure wall and slab thicknesses are not less than shown on the plans except for occasional deficiencies not greater than 3/16 inches or 5%, whichever is greater. If proper jointing is not affected, thicknesses in excess of plan requirements are acceptable. Deviations from the above tolerances will be acceptable if the sections can be fitted at the plant or job site and the joint opening at any point does not exceed 1 inch. Use match marks for proper installation on sections that have been accepted in this manner. 2.6.1 Boxes for jacking operations. Use boxes for jacking operations as defined in item 476, jacking, boring, or tunneling pipe or box, meeting the following additional requirements. The box ends must be square such that no point deviates more than 3/8 inches from a plane placed on the end of the box that is perpendicular to the box sides, and the slab and wall thicknesses must not be less than specified on the plans and must not exceed the specified thickness by more than 1/2 inches. 2.7 Defects and repair. Fine cracks on the surface of the member that do not extend to the plane of the nearest reinforcement are acceptable unless the cracks are numerous and extensive. Repair cracks that extend into the plane of the reinforcing steel in an approved manner. Excessive damage, honeycomb, or cracking will be subject to structural review. The engineer may accept boxes with repairs that are sound, properly finished, and cured in conformance with pertinent specifications. Discontinue further production of precast sections when fine cracks on the surface indicate poor curing practices until corrections are made and proper curing is provided. Repair machine-made precast boxes in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. 2.8 Storage and shipment. Store precast sections on a level surface. Do not place any load on the sections until design strength is reached and curing is complete. Shipment of sections is permissible when the design strength and curing requirements have been met. Store and ship machine-made precast boxes in accordance with DMS 7310, reinforced concrete pipe and machine-made precast concrete box culvert fabrication and plant qualification. 3. Construction. 3.1 Excavation, shaping, bedding, and backfill. Excavate, shape, bed, and backfill in accordance with item 400, excavation and backfill for structures, except where jacking, boring, or tunneling methods are shown on the plans or permitted. Jack, bore, or tunnel in accordance with item 476, jacking, boring, or tunneling pipe or box. Immediate backfilling is permitted for all box structures where joints consist of materials other than mortar. Take precautions in placing and compacting the backfill to avoid any movement of the boxes or damage to the joints. Remove and replace boxes damaged by the contractor at no expense to the department. 3.2 Placement of boxes. Place the box sections in conformance with the plans or as directed when precast boxes are used to form multiple barrel structures. Place material to be used between barrels as shown on the plans or as directed. Start the laying of boxes on the bedding at the outlet end and proceed toward the inlet end with the abutting sections properly matched unless otherwise authorized. Fit, match, and lay the boxes to form a smooth, uniform conduit true to the established lines and grades. Lower the box sections into the trench, for trench installations, without damaging the box or disturbing the bedding and the sides of the trench. Carefully clean the ends of the box before it is placed. Prevent the earth or bedding material from entering the box as it is laid. Remove and relay, without extra compensation, boxes that are not in alignment or show excessive settlement after laying. Form and place cast-in-place boxes in accordance with item 420, concrete substructures. 3.3 Jointing. Use any of the jointing materials in accordance with the joint requirements specified in item 464, reinforced concrete pipe, unless otherwise shown on the plans. Box joints for rubber gasketed material may be substituted for tongue and groove joints, provided they meet the requirements of ASTM C1677 for design of the joints and permissible variations in dimensions. 3.4 Connections and stub ends. Make connections of boxes to existing boxes, pipes, drains, or drain appurtenances as shown on the plans. Mortar or concrete the bottom of existing structures if necessary to eliminate any drainage pockets created by the connections. Connect boxes to any required head walls, wing walls, safety end treatments or riprap, or other structures as shown on the plans or as directed. Repair any damage to the existing structure resulting from making the connections. Finish stub ends for connections to future work not shown on the plans by installing watertight plugs into the free end of the box. Fill lifting holes with mortar or concrete and cure for precast boxes. Precast concrete or mortar plugs may be used. 3.5 Extending. Break back and extend existing culverts in accordance with Section 420.4.8 extending existing substructures, and Section 422.4.5 extending existing slabs, as applicable. For measurement. This item will be measured by the foot. Measurement will be made between the ends of the culvert or drain along the flow line, not including safety end treatments. Safety end treatments will be measured in accordance with item 467, safety end treatment. Measurement of spurs, branches, or new connection box section will be made from the intersection of the flow line with the outside surface of the structure into which it connects. Where inlets, head walls, wing walls, catch basins, manholes, junction chambers, or other structures are included in lines of culverts or drains, the length of box section tying into the structure wall will be included for measurement, but no other portion of the structure length or width will be included. The measured length of multiple barrel structures will be the sum of the lengths of the barrels. This is a plan's quantity measurement item. The quantity to be paid is the quantity shown in the proposal unless modified by Article 9.2, Plan's Quantity Measurement. Additional measurements or calculations will be made if adjustments of quantities are required. 5. Payment. The work performed and materials furnished in accordance with this item and measured as provided under measurement will be paid for at the unit price bid for concrete box culvert of the size specified. This price is full compensation for constructing, furnishing, and transporting sections, preparation and shaping of the bed, backfill material between box sections, jointing of sections, jointing material, cutting of sections on skew or slope, connections to new or existing structures, breaking back, removing and disposing of portions of the existing structure and replacing portions of the existing structure as required to make connections, concrete and reinforcing steel, and equipment, labor, materials, tools, and incidentals. Protection methods for excavations greater than 5 feet deep will be measured and paid for as required under Item 402, Trench Excavation Protection, or Item 403, Temporary Special Shoring. Excavation, shaping, bedding, and backfill will be paid for in accordance with Item 400, Excavation and Backfill for Structures. When jacking, boring, or tunneling is used at the contractor's option, payment will be made under this item. When jacking, boring, or tunneling is required, payment will be made under Item 476, jacking, boring, or tunneling pipe or box.